there's a video we're going to play. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to these video screens for the introduction of our 2014
grew up in the
commencement
small
speaker.
farming town of Nez Perce, Idaho. Following high school in 1946, she enrolled at the University of Idaho, where she pledged as a tri-delt and majored in music with a minor in education. It was here where she met her future husband, Jim McClure, and the couple married in 1950. With Louise at his side and as a perpetual partner, Jim went on to serve 6 years as an Idaho congressman in the U.S. House of Representatives and 18 years in the U.S. Senate. He was best known for working across the aisle and using facts to make good policy, steering clear of the rhetoric and divisiveness often seen today. Louise worked in the home, raising 3 children, and was highly respected in the public service arena in Washington, D.C. and Idaho. She has served on various committees and boards in her areas of interest. Most notably was her 1991 appointment by President George H.W. Bush to the National Council on the Arts, the governing council for the National Endowment for the Arts. In 2001, the McClures established the James A. McClure Endowment in Science and Public Policy at the University of Idaho. As a result of their gift and in alignment with their commitment to public service, the James A. and Louise McClure Center conducts research that informs and fosters rational debate on issues of importance to the state, the region, and the nation. Louise McClure is an Idaho gem. Throughout her life, Louise has never lost her love of music and the arts. In 2010, the governor of Idaho recognized Louise's lifelong contribution to the arts by awarding her and Jim the Governor's Arts Award for Lifetime Achievement. She's the recipient of multiple University of Idaho honors. Graduates, please welcome your 2014 commencement speaker, Louise McClure.
Good morning, and what a gorgeous morning it is on the Palouse. Maybe that's an omen, so carpe diem. What a privilege and honor it's been here today. And hopefully your graduating class will feel the same way. And I hope that you're not here just because your mother insisted, though I'm sure that that's part of it. I'm also sure you didn't come to hear me. I think that Dr. Hartzell gave my speech, and it has been alluded to in other talks this morning, so maybe you should listen, because it's an important part of your life. To borrow a phrase from Abraham Lincoln, you will little note nor long remember what I say today. How true. And to borrow a phrase from Dr. Sheldon Cooper, I am led to believe that the social convention calls for a commencement address. Now, how could I bug that up so? Anyway, so you're stuck. My message is simple, and I hope short. It isn't about me, but it embodies my philosophy on living a happy life. A college graduation is more than a rite of passage. It is acknowledgement that you are now an educated person capable of standing equally beside anyone whom you choose. Education is the key that will unlock many doors. And like any other key, it is of no good unless you use it well. You may already have a firm idea of what your future holds for you. And if that is you, good for you. And if that isn't you, good for you anyway. The point of this is that you are educated and you have already opened a door. You have a glimpse of the huge realm of opportunity that is available and within your reach. Your education is a process with no end. And the biggest benefit is the choices it gives to you. Choices that are not available to everyone. The things you learn tomorrow will make your life richer and even more satisfying the day after tomorrow. And how do I know? I didn't go to school just to eat my lunch. Nor did I stop learning when I graduated from this inspiring and wonderful institution 64 years ago. I used the key that education gave me and unlocked doors I never imagined I would see. I grew up during the Depression on a farm near Nez Perce, Idaho. In the first grade, I rode a horse to a one-room schoolhouse, one without plumbing or electricity, and how vividly I remember the cold outhouse. After first grade, we moved closer to town and to the big school. It housed all 12 grades under one roof. I was in everything that was music and graduated with a class of 18. After high school, I came here, where I majored in music. I became a member of the Vandaliers. Oh, and incidentally, Vandaliers consumed 5 hours plus rehearsal time a week, just for one measly little credit. However, it was wonderful, a wonderful group, and I still communicate with friends from that very close-knit choir. I even married one. I assumed that my life would be quite like everyone else's at the time. I would teach music and in time raise a family, much like the vision of most women in those days. Yet that isn't entirely what happened. And as John Lennon observed, life is what happens when you are busy making other plans. Together, Jim and I opened the door to politics and public service. I didn't plan to meet heads of states from every continent, nor the Pope, or become a close friend of any of them. Nor did I expect to be a guest many times at the White House. I didn't expect to see starving children in India and Africa, nor watch the burning funeral pyres floating down the rivers in Nepal. I didn't expect to watch the harvesting of garbage dumps in the Philippines or attend Easter service in Russia. I didn't plan to lead a small international chorus of women in Washington, D.C., most of whom didn't speak English. I didn't know I would be serving on the Council of the National Endowments of the Arts. And little did I know that I might make a difference in the funding of the federal funding of the arts. I doubt that former President Don Burnett expected to become the president of a university, or this one, his alma mater, or that Barbara Morgan, with a degree in English, would ever dream of being an astronaut. I doubt that Sharon Allen could expect to break the glass ceiling in becoming the CEO of a major national accounting firm. They all walked through the doors that were open to them. The point of this is that your education empowers you to deal with the unexpected. Your opportunities are likely much broader than your vision at this time. Be open to them as you encounter them. You just might find a more rewarding path than the one you're on. In his book, The Happiness Advantage, Sean Acker, a leading expert in human potential, says, when we encounter an unexpected challenge or threat, the only way to save ourselves is to hold on tight to the people around us and not let go. There will be disappointments and setbacks in life. Learn from them. In both your personal and work lives, your most valuable resource will be your personal relationships. Many of you will hit the ground running. You will have achievement after achievement, consistently improving yourselves, but being given more and more challenging assignments, climbing the ladder of success. And as more and more is expected of you, your stress levels will skyrocket until the result is burnout. Others of you will hit the ground running, but along the way will take the time to build relationships with your family and friends. You will have less stress with fewer problems, and you will be happier. Study after study confirms that those who invest in personal relationships are happier, healthier, and more productive. One of these studies, the Harvard Study of Adult Development, has been collecting and analyzing data since 1937. Among its conclusions is that the single greatest predictor of lifetime happiness is successful relationships with family and friends. This holds true in my life. We need social relationships to thrive. Those with the most social support can work longer hours, with more focus, under more difficult conditions. Challenge becomes more manageable. However, making relationships a priority can be difficult. In the face of challenges, most of us focus on the task or crisis at hand. We turn inward, sacrificing time with family and friends, thinking, if I just hunker down for a while, I'll get ahead. Then I can focus on relationships. But that's not what happens. Life's challenges come one right after another. And I urge you to continually invest in new relationships and reinvest in current ones throughout your life, both in and out of the workplace. Take risks. A comment attributed to Eleanor Roosevelt and to Ellen DeGeneres says, do something that scares you. Be open to opportunities. Be prepared for the probability that new experiences will enrich your life. Don't settle for the comfortable. As stated by the great philosopher Theodore S. Geisel, better known as Dr. Seuss, one who helped raise your generation, said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself anywhere that you choose. So go for it, it's worth it. Thomas Jefferson wrote that you are endowed by your Creator with the unalienable right to the pursuit of happiness. The Dalai Lama said, the meaning of life is happiness. At the end of the day, success in a chosen career does not in itself bring happiness. Even though it can bring a great deal of satisfaction, it can't make someone a happy person. It is up to you to find your own happiness. But look where it is most likely to be found: in relationships with others and in doing good for no other reason than it is good. Live life with a purpose. Remember that life isn't about making it or getting there. The journey is so much more important than the destination. Smell the flowers along the way. Since we're fighting the battle for civility, please be kind to all, especially to those who serve you and to those whose views differ from yours. Nurture your sense of humor, and it can get you through the tough spots. Laugh at yourself before you laugh at others. Pursue with passion an interest outside of your own profession. And for heaven's sakes, be ethical in all things. It will help keep you out of trouble, and it will help you sleep at night. Communicate directly. Don't always depend on your iPhone when you can look a person in the eye. Say hello to people on the street, whether you know them or not. It will help them open their doors. Give of yourself. Service to others is an essential element of a well-lived life and will give you your greatest rewards. Help someone without seeking acclaim. You will be surprised at the positive responses, which will help you to understand what happiness really is. Pursue all with gusto. I will leave you with this quote from Oprah Winfrey. What I know is this: the big secret in life is that there is no secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there as long as you are honest with yourself about the preparation and the work involved. There are no back doors and no free rides. There is just you, this moment, and a choice. Thank you.